Hello, hello. Hello, Rabbit. Hello, Rocky. Hello, Toby. Is she here yet? I'm not sure. Let me know if the mic and the music and everything's okay. I was playing with it today. So if it sounds rubbish, let me know early and we can sort it. Sassy, hello. Hey, Ashley. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Coco, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you all? Feels like a while since we've been in with Maria. You all been good? Hello, hello. As I say, let me know if my voice is okay and the music and stuff, because I was playing with my mic and I'm not sure if I've broken it. I'm sure Toby will send me a DM. It sounds horrendous. So we have a few things to do today. Perfect, as long as it's good. I had some settings that I needed to change for like moving into the office because it's a bit echoey in here, and I think I messed it up because I had a really hard time trying to do Eve's long play the other day. I couldn't get the levels right, and I think it's because I fiddled with the wrong thingy. You know, they usually with Flixit, what do you call it? So, a few things today. We'll do a bit of replaying, but I also want to share with you what I am planning to do next. Don't worry, none of the stuff I'm doing is going away. I just want to have a proper go at a challenge and try and do it properly. And I don't know. Well, I say that, but I'll probably change the rules as we go along. You know me. So where did we leave off last time? Okay, it was this guy, right, that wasn't attracted to Ria, and we couldn't work out. I did actually work it out. I went into him in Kaz, and he basically had nothing. He had nothing at all. He was a completely blank sim that I've never had before. So I set him to like men and women, and I also went in and I put on the attractiveness. Where is it? You know what I'm talking about, I think, guys. Well, maybe you don't, so I should maybe explain this attractiveness thing. I think I was talking to Toby about this the other day. Sometimes I like to develop their preferences and not have like the instant attraction, because I think sometimes that takes a while to, as it says, develop. So I like to go in and put it on automatic and then a light strength. And it just means, so light development strength will develop only positive preferences for a selected group of attractive traits. And it just means that the more they get to know people, their attraction levels change. And I like to do that with like all of my Sims because I think that's a bit more realistic, because sometimes people's attractiveness develops. So I tend to do that. And I did that with him. And Rhea is still really attracted to him, and I think he's attracted to her now. So we're gonna be just seeing how this plays out. As I've said before with Rhea, I really don't want to end the travel super early. I think Alice Sho went on for quite a while. Yeah, so you can just develop their attraction. So the 1 minute, and once you reset it, it comes up with like a pop-up saying Rhea's attractiveness will develop over time. Rocky Skylines is wonderful. I love it, especially now we've got the house. Can't wait. Red Rabbit also put out a banger today. That was a really good one. Loving that series. Waiting for Miss Tovey to put out the next one. Cannot wait. It's all good. We've got some very creative people here. So, shall we get started? Let's see what we got to do. I think we need to do some of her aspiration. So she needs to buy a shirt from the night market, which we can do as it's night now. Good. And we need to make another recipe in the pressure cooker, which Rhea, by the way, just really did not like just now. And we need to cook some more Tomarang cuisine, which we can do. Banger. Yeah, it is. It's just like banger after banger. It's like snacks. And I've just been speaking to my friend who made me emotes for Guild Wars 2 when I was playing that. And I just told him what I want, and he's going to draw up some designs for me tonight for some emotes for the Discord. So I'm quite excited about that because Quig is super talented. And it'll be nice having them from someone I know. He just made me laugh, actually, because he said, "What do you mean for your Discord?" He said, "I thought Sims 4 was a solitary game." And I was like, no, it's a community. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what Quig comes up with. He's got a very unique style. He did some amazing stuff for all of the players in Guild Wars. So we'll see what he comes up with. Add banger to it. Okay, I'll send him a list. So I was really pleased. It was nice reconnecting with some people from Guild Wars. So shall we get on? So she's just come around here for dinner. So I would like to try and get some of these things done. So if we head to the night market, maybe we'll go with, I don't even remember what his name is. That's so bad. And I turn headline effects off. So give me a sec. Snack. Yeah, we got a snack. We got a snack one at the moment I quickly made on too good here, yeah. We got a snack one that I actually quickly did on camera, but it would be nice to have some custom ones. So looking forward to that. So let us see. This is Eric Anderson. Yes, I remember now. Rocky named him. So what we can do, I think, is we will head to the night market with him. Where is he? There we go. And I've also been in Eve's, oh God, I've got so much. I could just spend a whole stream telling you what I'm going to be doing, but I digress. So why don't we, I think, so it's 9 now for me. So if we do like an hour or so of Rhea, and then I can tell you what I've been doing in the time that we've been off. Because It's been a minute since we kind of sat and had a chat. What did we do last time? So we'll head to this lot. The first load's always the longest. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the wonderful lot that we put in. If anybody sees Netta come in, can someone caps lock me so I can do I need the Nightbot thing open for Discord? I don't know. I'll have to figure out. Oh, Ria has learned that Eric is single. So night market, we need to buy a shirt. Where would we do that from? This looks like food. Who looks like, would this one have a shirt? Which is good. Not sure where you would buy a shirt. They all look. To be fair, I didn't know that the night market went right down here. She come in? Yeah. And she's tired. We might cheat her needs up a bit, or maybe grab her a coffee. It's one of the stalls. Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. I think it could be that one. This one. This looks the most promising option. I don't see a shirt. I think we got these marbles. I need to get that up in a minute. So what does it say? Let's see. Buy a shirt for the night market. Visit the neighborhood in Tomarang. Buy the night market stores and buy a one-of-a-kind shirt. Okay. This looks like food. I didn't see it on that vendor. Is there any more vendors? No. We'll go up the other way. This is just order food, I think. Yeah, order food. I would really have thought it was from him. Purchase goods. El Bandito's treasure. Do we have that one? I don't know. I'm going to make as well a conscious effort to get the notion done for you guys as well. It's by the food members. It's the wares store. Okay, I'll go have a look in just a sec. So I'm not sure if we have this marble. I'm going to buy it anyway. And I'm sure we've got light green. Hang on. I haven't ticked off the tassels. That was remiss of me. Well, we can come down here again. And I'm going to make a conscious effort to get the spreadsheet done for you as well. The notion done for you. So, hang on. Southern part. Okay, there's no one down here. By the food store. There's no one here. Oh, there's food stores here. Let's try down that other side. They're not on both sides, are they? So it's got to be one of these ones. There's no one at these stalls, and that's a food stall. Moran Song. Have a look at the map. It's been so long since I've done this. Moran Song. So it would be down this side, you think? This seems to be like the only wear stall, but I didn't see a shirt. Oh, buy local attire. Look, what a dumbass. Buy and wear a striped shirt. Buy and wear a layered halter. What about a striped shirt? Hey, Netta, welcome in. Welcome in. I will show you quickly how we do that. Oh, I got my striped shirt on. Look at this, guys. Glitching with my jeans, so I don't know how long we'll leave it on for, but we bought our shirt. So you don't talk to the guy, you click on the stall, in case you guys ever want to know. Okay, so Netta wanted to see how we do the MCCC thing, so we will show you. That is very misleading, is it not, Coco? Thank you. So Netta, if you want to just put a different, what I do with my townies, that shirt is a banger. Yes, a banger. So if you want to just grab or change something super quickly, the one thing that you must do is have a load of Sims in your library. So it's going to be picking up all of the Sims from your library. So what I tend to do is put in like a ton of Sims from other people in here. And then you click on the Sim. You go to MC Command Center, MC CAS, copy paste, scroll down, paste a tray sim, and then this is where you choose. So if you've got a bunch of Sims that you made and you want to copy them over, so in that respect for me it would be when I've done my townie makeovers and I love my townies, I would choose the ones that I made. Any save Sims will give you yours and any that you've saved in your gallery. Any other Sims will be just Sims from other people, which is the one I tend to use. And then it gives you this tray list. So these are all the Sims that you have in your gallery, the ones that you've saved. And then you just pick whichever one that you want. So let's choose, I don't know, Barbona Danny, and then you select the Sim, and then you can copy the appearance, the clothing, the gender options, and the name. I normally just do these three if I'm in, because I have a mod that puts names on the townies in relation to the world, and then you just tick the box and he just changes. They just changed to the one that you had saved. You're most welcome. I did used to go in and just like keep doing makeovers, but it just takes too long. So now I just save a bunch of townies to the gallery. And it's also super useful if you want to, if you, like I say, I've made over a whole bunch of townies from each world, and I prefer them over anything. So I just tend to paste them all. So that's how I do that. The banger, right? So now you have beautiful townies and you can do it to everyone. I sometimes sit here and I just like do a whole bunch. She was one that I pasted. And then other times I just do a couple. So we just need to cook stuff now, but she's getting super tired, so let's head home with her and we'll cook something. And get that awful shirt off of Ria because it's made her trousers glitch. Okay, we are back at the van. I want to get these things done with her so that we can get further and get this aspiration done. So let's put her phone on to charge. And then she can sleep. Yeah, that's the doc that I made for now. But I will be, as I say, I'm going to make a conscious effort this weekend to finish the Notion for you guys so that we can get that done. And I will, because I obviously have to clear it out before I can put it up to make a copy of it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop that on my Discord for those of you that join. I'm not going to make it super public, but I'm happy to share it with people that are on my Discord. We need to figure out. Oh, it's running late. Let her go to the bathroom. See, my sim doesn't wake up. Oh, do I need to put Nightbot on for the Discord server? I think it might have got a new what's it, Toby? A new invite. I'm not sure. Inventory. Do I need to put Nightbot on? I'm not sure if I need to update the thing in there. Let me have a look. Right. I turned off everything for Nightbot, so it should work in a bit. I've just turned it back on. There you go. I'm not sure if that link works. If anyone's trying to click in, it doesn't work, please let me know and we'll give you an updated link. So let's get hello is halo, whatever it is. That is a Tomarang food, right? That invite's invalid. Okay, let me just get Rhea to do hello. There we go. Let me just get her to do that and I'll update Nightbot. Give me a sec. Because I paused invites on there, didn't I? Come on. Hit it. That one should be updated now. And then I guess I can add another one for if you do challenge. And then I think if you do, oh, did I change that one? I think I've messed it up now. Hang on. Yeah, it should be there. Okay. That should be working now. Yeah, night watch is. I know. That link works. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that should have ticked off one of her foods. Yeah. And we need to do another pressure cooker meal, which we can do later. I'm going to have her grab a shower and then we'll get her to go down and dig up some tassels. That was so funny, trying out Nightbot and then that happened. But anyone is welcome on the Discord. It's super small at the moment, but it's a really lovely space to be in. Hey Hex, welcome in, welcome in. What did you have for dinner? I must admit, I do love this one too. It's just so pretty. And I think a lot of people don't play here because the for rent issues that we have. Let's check her needs. She's good at everything at the moment, so let's get her ready for the day and she can go out and dig for some tassels. Right, so let's go down and see if we can find any on the beach. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds really nice. It was over on this beach, I think there was one, yeah. I loved it when they get this. When you tell them they can't wear shoes in the house and they get this one. Shoes, schmooze. Nothing here but a pile of sand. We need to find some more of these sand piles. I wish you could get on these boats and like go for a boat ride. Maybe put a kayak in her. So why don't we go over to Beard? Did we finish Beard Big Cave last time? I'm not sure we did we? Oh, who's this? Let's go over here and get her to dig here. It is so pretty here. It's a really lovely place. I would love to kind of do a story here. I just don't know if there's enough lots. There's a tassel by the cave. Yeah, we're going to go back over there. I can't remember. See, it's been such a lot. This is for rent. Yeah, for rent, Tomarang. A lot of people don't buy it because of the glitches with for rent. But I was watching an interesting video as well the other day that said people were saying that in one of the most recent updates, they put that they did a change to for rent because there was such a small amount of people now complaining about glitches in for rent. But I don't know if that's a thing or whether people have just stopped playing it or turned it off. I don't know. This pack's lovely. I like it. I like this world. I think there's so much to do here. And you don't have to put in the rentals if you don't want to. Tassel, purple tassel. I've got it open in my other one now. So let's click off purple. And we need to check. Let's just check which tassels she's got. So I don't know if you know, guys, you can check in your inventory, but you can also click this thing here and open up. So we got 7 of 10 tassels, which is pretty good. So we have got purple, blue, green, magenta, turquoise, light green, pink. So they're the ones we got. So we need the yellow, the orange, and the red. I'd never been in this world until I came here last year with Alice Sho. Never been in here at all. But I do love it. And we're going to go in Beard Cave again, because I'm not sure if we actually finished that. There is another one here. So let's dig here. You can. Toby's got a funny story about when she did Where Do I Belong. She pitched a tent here and stayed overnight with her love interest. Way back when she did Where Do I Belong. She pitched a tent on the beach. Why are you not more? Because I'm paused. Sorry, I'm blaming Rhea and it's me. I paused it. And there's one over here. So we'll get ahead to dig for these sand piles. I hate you, good friends with Eric. He's pretty cool. Yep, he is. Purple, we got that one. Dig this one. I don't think there's any more along this beach. And we'll try Beard Cave again. You did. You pitched a tent and got pregnant. Okay, let's try the cave again, guys. You speed this up. Okay, did you hear that? Rhea's eyes struggle to adjust to the cave's darkness. All she can do is stumble around, arms stretched forward, hoping not to trip over any rocks. A faint sound suddenly catches her attention. Skittering, squeaking, and is that whispering? Frightened, Rhea freezes in place. Could something or someone be in the cave with her? An animal, a ghost? Now, I can't remember what we did before. Do you guys? Yeah, he did. Toby has the worst luck. Can you remember what we did before? I can't remember. Because if we fail this, then we come out of this thing again. But then it might be part of... I think it's this one. Rhea took a deep breath and concentrated on the strange sound. Turns out there was no whispering. It was just her breathing. Apparently stumbling around in the dark is a bit of a workout. With that mystery solved and no desire to figure out what might still be lurking in there, she decided to make for the exit. Okay, so we found it again. We need to remember what that is. So it's the second one. So she's going to come out of the cave. But I'm thinking it might be part of the thingy. So I'm going to do this recipe in a pressure cooker. She's going to come out, I think. We had that one before. I think it's the same. I'm not sure. We just need to keep trying and see which ones we get. So also remember, if we go to the market again, we need a yellow tassel, an orange tassel, and a red tassel. I don't think there's any more on this beach. We can't get to the other beaches here. Oh, dig in the sand pile. Don't go home. Dig in the sand pile. Yeah, I think it's the second one we have to pick. I don't know if there's a walkthrough. We can maybe have a look. Purple tassel. We've got that one. And the other one's not back, is it? No. Okay. So she can go home now. And we'll do this pressure cooker because I want to see what comes next. This water here. Dive this water. Look at it. Beautiful. I don't think you can go over to that other beach, can you? No. Oh, who's that coming to our door? Oh, it's the guy we made over. Okay, let's get our Mal. And there is our plushie, Tilbert. Do you remember we went to the tiger sanctuary? So this is what you get. It's quite a big plushie, actually. Maybe he can sit there. So this is what you get when you adopt a tiger at the sanctuary. And I think you can change the colour of him as well. He's pretty cool, right? Hey, Irish Dawn, welcome in. Welcome in. So maybe I can go think about the adopted tiger, pat Tilbert, rename him. I quite like him called Tilbert, to be honest. He's gorgeous, right? So Tilbert, this adorable little plushie is a thank you on behalf of the Sulani Tiger Sanctuary. We've affectionately named him Tilbert, but feel free to rename him as you see fit. We hope he brings you joy and helps you remember your adopted tiger friend. Thanks for supporting our conservation efforts. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, so let's do... Oh, we got a poster as well. A Dr. Tilbert poster. So let us cook something else in this. We'll just do some bean soup. Oh, that's a big old poster. We can maybe shrink it down. We'll go into build mode afterwards, and we'll move Tilbert onto the shelf here if we can, and we will make that. I'm good, Irish Dawn, and how are you? I don't know if you've ever used this pressure cooker, guys. I always forget that we actually have it. So when it gets to a certain point, you have to release the steam vent. Wait for the pressure cooker is done before cooking, before venting the steam. I actually forgot about this as well. Also, we got our tassels. We did start putting them on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's how many we've got, I think. And then at the end of this, we can turn all these tassels into a shirt that we can wear. And it's actually not that bad. The shirt is quite nice. Mika Ojo. Do we have your vote? Please remove me from your mailing list. So we've done our 2 paintings here. We just need to work on this aspiration now. So we have visited the night market. We've done that. We've done the fish market. We haven't done the fish market. I'll show you that next. We started our marble collection and we need to do this aspiration. Done. Release the steam vent. She normally burns herself when she does this. And then grab all servings because it just stays in here and then it. Okay, so cook Tomarang cuisine. So that obviously wasn't Tomarang cuisine, but we've used the pressure cooker. I'm just gonna maybe make another halo to get this out of the way because I just want to see what we need to do next. I don't want to keep doing the big cave if it's part of no, it's not this one, is it? If it's part of the there we go. Okay, so we finished that. So yeah, so now we need to explore the cave, explore the tiger sanctuary, and view the statue of Whimsey and the tiger. Your reputation is everything. Nope, we don't want a job. We're quite happy at the moment. So we'll put this stuff away and then we will go and see the tiger sanctuary again, visit the statue, and then we'll go back to the cave. Look at her walking around with 2 plates of food. Transfer everything into the fridge. Okay, so we should have enough food in here for a while now. Clean this up. I'm going to need to sort my inventory out because it's making me twitch. Where is... Okay, so did we get a jar for our marbles? I don't know why, but the jar of marbles always reminds me of being at school. I don't know if anyone else in the UK had this when you... Did we buy a jar for marbles? I can't remember. When you was at school or when... Because I was a teaching assistant in school, the teacher used to have a jar on their desk, and if the children behaved, they got marbles put in the jar, and if they were naughty, you like took the marbles out of the jar. And then once the marble jar was full, everybody got a treat. So I don't know why it reminds me of that. And I always used to chuckle as a teaching assistant when the teacher used to say, "That's it, you've lost your marbles." You didn't have that. I think it was a pretty new thing. I worked in a primary school for a while. So I think marble wise, we got Belladonna Cove, didn't we? We got the bandit one. El Bandito's treasure. We just wait for this to... Oh, is this for The Sims, for the beginner's drama challenge? I'm really looking forward to this. You guys seem to have been working super hard. Hey Gigi, welcome in. Okay, there's a jar for our marbles. And we can put these in here now. So Solani Swell. The El Bandito one. Midnight Hollow Marble. That one even on that list? I might need to add that one. And Belladonna Cove. We did that one. That's all of the marbles we've got at the moment. Okay. So we need to go to the Tiger Sanctuary and we need to go to the statue again, which is here. Or is it the other way? Be in the other district, actually. Along this road somewhere, I think. Have a look. It is here. I think it's here somewhere. Let's go to the park. It is this. I think she just has to admire it for a while. And then it comes up. Okay, below the statue, a small plate with the inscription, a stone at first glance, not a thorn upon this rose. But no tiger stood a chance, as love had come to blows. A wayward tale of chance, some mixed feelings for a cause. A timid young romance, or a steamy trust with claws. Forget the age-old dance, be together or apart, for one or take a stance, a true tiger in their heart. So we have done that. I don't know why he's jumping in trash. There is sometimes, I think it's at the night market, we can talk to people about the lore of this town, which is super interesting. But we'll visit the Tiger Sanctuary again to get that kicked off. I just can't believe it. It's just like so super beautiful here, and we don't come here enough. I would never have thought to come over to this actual area before I started doing this. I didn't even know it was here, if I'm going to be honest. It's so pretty. It really is a beautiful world. I'm not sure what it's based on. If any of you guys know. And then there's this statue over here as well. And I think we can view this one as well. We'll admire this one as well when we come out. I love that they've like added the butterflies in here as well. Okay, we had this before. The distant sound of tigers roaring filters through the dense trees, but Rhea is unable to spot anything. Squinting and squirming to get a better view, they're still nowhere in sight. The tigers seem to be doing their thing, so she should too, and try and enjoy what is around. Look up and watch the birds, or kick back and listen to the tigers. What do you think, guys? The screenshots I've got from here is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even like at night, Irish Dawn, when you go down to the night market, it's amazing. I think we maybe need to set up a spinner for these things. Tigers, listen to the tigers. Hidden tigers, what a bummer. Not only did Rhea not see any tigers, but they all planned right up to. Sullen and cranky, she missed the rest of nature's offerings as she stomped away. Maybe it's time for a nap. And we'll have a look at this statue as well. Kick back and listen. Yeah, to the tigers. They obviously didn't want to listen. And we just need to explore the cave again. Maybe we can get that in before she's sleepy tonight and move on to the next bit. Okay, just in case we don't get to see this, and let's pause this here for a minute. The Great Mother, Kunmai, lived a long and fruitful life serving her people. The Tomarangi people still honor her and the oath to the tigers of mutual protection. Legend says her soul continues to pass through the generations of tigers that come after her. If you keep an eye out, you might catch her watching from the brush, ensuring her promise is kept. Others say the glowing eyes are the omen of the beast's inevitable return. Regardless, Kunmai lives on, and in truth and in legend, as the Great Mother of Tomarang. See, there's so much. Now I'm curious to see if you actually see her watching. Because that, you see her looking from the brush, so I'm wondering maybe if we come back here at night or something, we will see her eyes. I don't know. So let's go back over to the cave again and we'll try again. Now it's fresh in our minds. We might remember how to actually do it. Now we need to find the cave. Let's go home because I know where it is from the house. Okay, so this is like part of the law. During a perilous time, Conmay, before she became the great mother of Tomarang, accepted a quest to save the village. An elder set her on a path to seek the Great Watcher, a mystical being rumoured to dwell in a land not far from here. Legend says Conmay was temporarily enchanted by the Watcher to transform into a tiger. She was gifted with ferocious strength and fearsome agility. Could you imagine becoming a tiger? You'd never encounter it today, but it's pretty wild to think about. Long ago, when beasts descended upon Tomarang, even after being transformed into a tiger, Conmay was not strong enough to face them herself. The beast destroyed a third of the land before she even returned with help. With the amount of damage, they never rebuilt and simply allowed nature to return and heal the grounds. I, for one, enjoy the extra foliage in Tomarang. It's peaceful to be surrounded by so much nature. Hey, Simmy B, welcome in, welcome in. I want to get her a bike again, but it's so annoying. So maybe we'll keep an eye out in, they said the brush, right? We'll let her use the bathroom before we head back over to that cave. Now we remember we don't pick the first one there, right? And the tassels might have respawned too. If not, we can head out again in the morning. So use the bathroom, Rhea. Yeah, we need to pick the second one. I think we picked the first one. If we get the same thing again, of course. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I did this. Let's see if the tassels are back. Over here. Yeah, let's get this digging a sand part when she's finished using the bathroom. And we also need to think as well this stream, guys, where we're going to move on to next, so I can start prepping that world so we're ready to move her camper once we decide. Let's get the map up while she's swimming across here. So this is our map here. I don't know if you can all see it. I can maybe open. I don't know if it's even bigger on that screen, but we'll look. Still not super big. Yeah, this one's better. Okay. So this is the map we're using. And as you see, we went to Mount Komarebi and we went down to Tomarang. So we can either continue to kind of do the islands and go to Gibby and then across to Ondarian, which might be quite fun because I'd have to research what we need to do there. Or we can cross over into Ravenwood, which I'm really not keen on, to be honest. Last time I went there, it was like just celebration of life and death, and it kind of put me off a bit. So I'm wondering if we go down to Gibby Point, across to Ondarian, Tarto, so we can stop in to see Alice Sho, and then kind of mosey our way up. It's a completely different way that I did before. Yeah, I think maybe we can do, or what do we get? Purple. We keep getting the purple tassel. I think it might be quite nice to go to Gibby because I've not been there. And I know, I was just going to say, I know Toby loves Gibby Point. So it would give me a chance to start working on Gibby and also discovering all the things. Turquoise tassel, we have that one, I think. It'll give me a chance to start looking at what we need to do. I know there's that awful bird thing there. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, but And then I think it might be quite nice to go to Ondarian and we can all see what's there, because I've not really looked at that pack either. Turquoise tassel again, and there was one here. Belladonna Cove. Oh, we found a marble. Right, let's try this again. So I can start working on Gibby in the background. We're not finished here by any means yet, but I like to be ready so we can move. And I also need to research what we can do in Gibby. I do have all of the packs, yeah. But I've got mine over many, many years. Okay, so it's this one, Call Out into the Darkness. Okay, let's... The whispering sounds intensify and almost feel like they're getting closer. A cold, misty gust of wind picks up from the same direction, tossing Ria's hair. Goosebumps ripple across her skin and every hair stands on end. Giga ghost. Giga ghost. She turned around and ran in the opposite direction, not sticking around to find out. Okay, so what is the actual point of this? Are we coming out the cave again? Is that it? Ria has personally experienced and knows all the best hangouts around Tomarang. Along the way, she has had a lot of great adventures. Tomarang expert. These Sims are better at cooking, Tomarani cuisine, finding tassels, getting along with Sims with the child of the village trait, and will be more successful when exploring Solea Tiger Sanctuary and the cave at Big Cove. Okay. Making headway. So we have completed the Font of Tomarani knowledge. I want to have a go at this once more to see if it makes a difference now we've got this aspiration. And also we'll go and check out the Tiger Sanctuary again. But that was super quick to do. Do you not think, guys, that was super quick to do that aspiration? Oh, okay, here we go. We got more stuff open up. Upon entering the cave, Ria notices a small tunnel towards the back wall. Could this be the entrance to another cave? A cave within a cave? Caveception. Eager to find out, Ria makes her way into this dark passageway. Okay, let's explore. We better get something good for this. And I'm wondering if that's why we keep failing at the Tiger Sanctuary. At this point, Ria can only rely on sounds and vibes to find her way out. The cave entrance has entirely disappeared from view, but with a few more steps, a light can be seen in the distance. Surrounded by damp walls, she can't wait to get out of here. Keep going. Okay. Exiting the light enclosure, Ria is encompassed by a large cavern with light streaming through a small opening in the rocks above. It's a little oasis all to herself. Staying put and soaking in the beauty is certainly an option. However, a large stack of rocks resembling a stairway of sorts catches her eye. Fair warning, cave rocks tend to make excellent homes for tiny creatures. I feel like making the climb. Ria has found the red tassel. Yay! Hidden tunnel. Not a creature to be seen, but there was a small prize for Ria's bravery. A tassel sat atop of the rocks, laying in a small patch of moss, a delightful find for her collection. Wonderful. So we now have the red tassel. Was it red? It did say red, didn't it? Perfect. So we just need 2, yellow and orange, right? Was that what I said? And hopefully she'll come out of this thing now. Yeah. We just need 2 more. Perfect. So we just need 2 more tassels. Look how fit she is. Yellow and orange. So we'll get those 2. So we might be moving from Tomarang quicker than we think. I don't think I've ever looked like that, not even when I was very, very young. One day, yeah, one day. One day. Okay, let's see. She is feeling sleepy. So I think we will let her get some rest for tonight. Oh, I'm still on fast. She can grab some leftovers. Where's my leftovers? Am I just going too fast? Various cuisine, get leftovers. There we go. Have some bean soup and then grab a shower, I think, and then she can head to bed. And I'd like to do the tiger sanctuary again before we wrap it up here. We're all beautiful. Oh, we were going to try and move these things, weren't we? I can probably do that off camera, actually, as long as she can get into bed tonight. And we'll put the rest of her tassel collection on the wall. I think we have to trade them in. Who's this? Just hovering around our trailer. Bit off putting. We're all snacks. We're all snacks. X. Okay, we'll let our girl head to bed. Oh, let's clean this up. And then sleep. We're all bangers. That's what we are. We're all bangers. I live through my Sims. That's what I do. So completed our aspiration. We'll wait, and I don't know if there is a aspiration that links to Gibby Point. I have no idea. So what we'll do, rather than waste stuff, we'll do, I always tend to put on Painter Extraordinaire. just to get some of those ticked off. He's gonna text you a joke about vampires, but it sucked. Sorry, that was kind of funny. Make me laugh. It's so corny. Hey Aisha, welcome in, welcome in. Right, what are we doing this morning, Ria? Let's see. You can use the bathroom. Okay. Let us see what she needs to do. So I want to go back to the Tiger Sanctuary today. So let's get that over and over. I don't want to say over and done with because it shouldn't be that. But let's change her clothes. Hey, nice to see you back, Aisha. So we're going to go over to the Tiger Sanctuary and see if we get a different result now that we've got the Tomarang, I don't know what it is, the Tomarang thing. Go there. I must admit, I haven't spent a lot of time in Gibi Point. I think I went there to do camp maybe, but there's quite a few festivals there, I believe, right? Tomarang. Is it Tomarang or Tomarang? Tomarangi thangy. Yeah. It's that. Tiger Sanctuary. And also I noticed, and I will show you when we go back down there. Are we in the right place? I noticed that the Lotus Fountain was not this one up here. It's the one down the other end. Okay, it's that way. It's the one over here. There is in Moronsong, there is a Lotus Fountain. So we'll have a look at that as well. But it's this way, I believe. The other side of the road. So we'll go in here again. Visit the sanctuary. Tomarang. Yeah, Tomarangi thangy. Thank you. I did get a new G shade actually. I don't know if you saw it on Tumblr. And that's super nice as well. I can show you what Rhea is in here. So this one is called she says it was just recently on, here it is, Polynina Just Enough. So this one is when you get it, everything is kind of turned off and there's just a certain amount of things on. So these two are not on. And it's actually, I've been testing it on my PC and it's actually quite lightweight. It does give a different kind of, oh, super fast. It's a very detailed kind of one without being too much on your PC. Looks super pretty. It's a bit more, I think it's a bit more vibrant than my Simplicity one, but it's like very detailed. And then there's like a ton of things that you can switch on over here, which is super, super pretty. Oh, I don't know why it's doing this. So you can switch on like a ton of things and it just makes it more detailed for like screenshots and stuff. So it's super pretty. It just was recently on Tumblr, so it adds some really pretty effects. It's a really, really pretty one. And I think I love it because it's a bit like my, let me just turn all these off before. It's like my Simplicity one that I like. I like it where there's just not like a ton of stuff. And it's nicer on the game. So it's this one. Whole Unina Just Enough. I think they just did a Tumblr post. And I've been testing it because, you know, I like this one, Simplicity, because my PC is super quiet when it's on and it's the same kind of effect. There is a Tumblr post. I will find it for you and drop it in, or maybe Toby can find it. I think you reblogged it, Toby. But I like it because I show you again my G shade. My G shade has just got these four things. These four things are the only thing that are actually on my G shade. That's all that's running. And then I sometimes switch this on for like screenshots. So this makes it like super, super light on my PC. The fans are not like taking off. And that one is the same, and it gives you like a ton of stuff that you can put on to make it, if you're not a G shade aficionado like me, it's nice to play about with some of the effects on it as well. I can link my one as well. They did take it down off Tumblr for a while and moved it to Boosty, but I saw it back on Tumblr the other day. Okay, Hidden Tigers. What are we going to do, guys? I think we've done both of these. Thanks, Toby. Thank you, thank you. What are we going to do? Look up and watch the birds? Banger, yeah. But as I say, I like this new one because it's given me a chance to kind of explore some of the effects that you can use and do stuff. Are we going to watch the birds this time? Tigers or no tigers? Raya really made the best of her day. There was plenty of other wildlife to see. Looking through the treetops, she saw birds of many colours, small monkeys, and even some cool frogs. Maybe the tigers will come out tomorrow. Really? I'm going to visit again. Yeah, they do. They have a ton of G shades. Do you mean, Toby? Launching my game for the first time since updating. Oh, good job. And guys, do you want to hit the screenshot button? It's nasty. Do you hear that? scared the bejesus out of me today. Okay, Rhea closed her eyes and listened to the tigers in all of their glory, soaking in the various sounds of nature. It's important to remember that these are wild creatures. Besides, she heard somewhere that if you can see the tiger, you're on the dinner menu. So maybe luck was actually on her side. Ilex, yeah. So I think that's all we're going to get from the Tiger Sanctuary. DDFN, dag dag for now. So we just need our final 2 tassels. So we'll see. I don't think there's any here. Let's go to the park and see if we can find some there. Oh, he's here. Let's ask him to cloud gaze. I'll just close my window. Did I close it? Yeah, I think it. They're just laying in the middle of the road, cloud gazing. It's just the screenshot button, I think. Okay. X. They did it last year, and I was right. It's Scooby-Doo. It was Scooby-Doo. It scared me last year as well. I thought my game was broken. Nothing here but a pile of sand. These are going to be a right pain to get these tassels. If I don't get them though, I will, I'm not going to say cheat, but where's another one? There's another one over where we live, I think. Maybe she'll swim. No, there's not. We have to go back over to Beer Big Cave. Let's do that. We'll have a look in these last 2 places. And then we will have a look and I will show you what I want to do next or bring as another thing to the channel. I want to also say as well, I know you guys are making Sims for the beginners dramas challenge because we're changing that up a little bit. Don't stress about getting them, you know, as soon as you can. I don't want anyone to be stressing about it. It's absolutely fine. I'm just like so pleased and happy that you're doing this. Oh, purple tassel. We need to see if there's other places for tassels, but don't stress about it. I don't want anyone to be like stressed and worrying about getting it done. We'll do it when we get to it. We got lots of other things that we can do in the meantime. yellow. Guys, which one's left? We just got orange, right? One more tassel. We need the orange one, the orange tassel, and we are done. So let's see if there's any more along this path. I think there is another one here. Perfect. Guys, what I really don't want is anyone stressing or worrying about it. And I'm still really setting up, I'm still setting up her see your dad. I'm still setting up see your dad. So don't stress. And if you think about it, it's nice to have a little break in that challenge because we're moving on to Gen 2. So there is no rush. Hold off until you guys are ready. I don't want anyone to feel pressured to do it. Perfect. I'm so grateful for you all doing it. I really am. And we have got Rhea to play. We've got the next world to set up here for our live streams at least. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing next. And the sim is already made, but I'd like some kind of input from you guys about where we start and what we do. But once she gets this tassel, green. Ugh. There is no more other places for tassels, I don't think. I think we've gone to all of the places. So we will spawn this one and we got it. Right. Every tassel has been found and the collection is complete. Kun Mei will be proud. Her story is also one that ended in victory, with the people of Tomarang cheering and showering their saviors in gifts and glory. For her bravery, Kun Mei was made leader of the village. But as she rejoiced, she also left bewildered by their sacrifice's outcome. Her soul split in two. Alinga sat quietly in the crowd, watching her, waiting for her command. This tiger was special, as it is now carried the other half of her soul. She knew they would be bonded for life, so she snipped a tassel from her shirt and laid it around his neck. The village embraced them both, and Tomarang lived on in peace, thriving under the Great Mother and her other half. Legend has it, these are the very same tassels she once wore. Click on a tassel in your Sims inventory to combine all 10 colours into a special reward. I need the ones that I put on the wall. I think we'll go home and get them. And then you can see the shirt. So we decided for where do I belong? We're going to be going to Gibby next. So I can start setting up Gibby Point for Rhea. And there's a few more foods I'd like to eat here before I go. So that is super good. And then, as I say, I want to show you what I'm going to be doing because I'm actually quite excited about it. I think we did mention it in another stream. And I have showed you in my Discord my sim that I'm going to be doing. And I'm hoping with this challenge that I'm really going to be putting it, I'm going to really try and stick to it. I'm probably going to need some help or rewriting some of the gens. Okay, let's see if we can get these off the wall, these tassels. I don't know which ones we need in our inventory. Mila Munch. No thanks, Mila. Can we get these off the wall? Yeah. Okay, we can put these all. So you need them all in your inventory. And then you combine the tassels. So you click on one of the tassels, combine the tassels. Tomarang tassel shirt unlocked. Ria has managed to stitch the tassels together into a brand new shirt. Now she may wear her find with pride and share a little piece of Tomarang history with those around her. So we will put that on her. I need to find it. You know what? It might be easier if I put axe and it's here. So this is the shirt you get for doing the tassels, and I think it's quite pretty. So you can change the top color, but obviously all the tassels that you collected stay around the bottom. And I think that's quite pretty. I think it's super nice, actually. I really like it. And I love all the little tassels around the bottom. I think it's really, really pretty. It is different. It's completely different to anything. And I think it's really nice because we've collected the tassels and you've seen them in your inventory and you've like hung them on the wall. What did I say to you this week, Toby, where I said to you, I never knew that before? I didn't know dogs could swim in pools. I didn't know that. So obviously when you combine it, you lose your tassels, but you can always go in if you've got UI cheats, just go into the tassels collection, right click on it, and you can spawn the ones that you don't have if you want to like make a little wall art in your camper or something, which I normally do. So that's been super fun. Tomarang, we have got ourselves a plushy tiger. We got the poster from the sanctuary. We've done our paintings. You're just moving notebook. We've done our paintings. We've unlocked another collection. Let's just go into build mode and see if we can just make this a little bit smaller because it's going to aggravate me. That's better. We can put that over here. And I'm not sure. And these are the things, they go in your household inventory. So you get like these plaques as well. If you're ever wondering where they are, we got the Simmy one. And you get these like plaques that you can put on the wall for the collections that you make. You get, they go in here, and this one is the one that we got for the summit climb. these are kind of nice things to have. When I did this with Alice Sho, I was getting like so many collections I didn't want to get rid of. I actually opened a museum in San Myshuno, and I would just travel over there. I did it as a small business, and I just traveled over there and put all my stuff on display. So that's another idea, because obviously you're going to run out of wall space in your tiny home if you're doing this. It's just nice to have those little keepsakes of things that you've got. So I was going to try and move him as well, wasn't I? See if we can get him. We won't want to be interactive with him, but we might be able to get him on the shelf here. No, he can sit there. Oh, I was going to see as well, wasn't I? If you could change the color of him. No, you can't. He's just orange. You can use a keepsake box. I've got a keepsake box in my household inventory. I put a lot of stuff in there. There's some things that do go in there and some things that don't. And you have to be really careful, because I did lose all of my stuff when I had one of these out before. But I've got a couple that you can just put in. You can chuck a lot of stuff in there. It was just easier for me to have it all in one place, because I could go and look at it if I wanted to as well, which was nice. They had a museum, which was super nice. And then I opened it up, like every now and again I'd go into the city and open it up, but I did have family there, so that's why I did it. So I think we have wrapped up Tomarang. Did you guys have any questions about Tomarang? And I'm going to need to find a nice lot in Gibby now, aren't I? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Gibby 2. It's given me some goals to do. I'm going to try and get another episode of Eve out this week. I was saying to you, I want to tell you about a few things that are upcoming, so you're aware. And while we're in Where Do I Belong, and I've got the map open and ready, I'm not changing what I'm doing with Eve. But I think you've seen me kind of discuss in the videos, that there's enough lots for lots of things, but there are some lots that I want to put in, or things that I can't envision being in Evergreen Harbour. So let me just find that map again. Open this in a new tab. Yeah, okay. So you can see here the Evergreen Harbour on my map and in my head is right here. And it neighbours onto Brindleton Bay, Copperdale and Newcrest. And San Myshuno's not far. I still want to keep in like the spirit of keeping Eve in Evergreen Harbour, But there are certain things, like I wanted to put in a pet adoption centre, and to me that would go in Brindleton Bay. So I've started working on Brindleton for my next episode. I've just put in a bed and breakfast there, a few cafes and small businesses, but you'll see that coming up. And then I'm going to do Copperdale kind of in an old mid-century modern kind of way, to add some other kind of venues, like maybe a diner, bowling and things. And this will be basically for things like, if I'm thinking like for my next episode, what I want to do is, because I'm not sure whether I want Eve to have a pet. I think Penny is going to adopt a pet, so we're going to go over there. So it'll be that kind of trip. It's like a trip out for the day, and we'll stay over there and then come home in the evening. Batu. Interesting thing about Batu, someone said the other day, which I'm going to try and incorporate on the Where Do I Belong adventure, is that they see Batu as a theme park. And I just thought that was like a brilliant idea. They see it as like somewhere like Disney World that you would go for a weekend. Because even though I hate the whole idea of Batu, I don't think I've ever set foot in there. So it might be interesting, you know, to kind of go for a role-playing kind of adventure. And I think that might be a pretty cool idea, just so on stream we can go over there and say, look, we've done it. If we never want to go back there again, that's fine. But we could kind of, when we get up here to Granite Falls, we could go across and spend a weekend in Batu and see it not so much as real, but as like if we were going to Disney World for the weekend. Hi, baby girl. Welcome in. Welcome in. And yeah, it does sound cool, right? That's what someone said the other day. And I thought, never actually thought of Batu as a theme park. I don't think I've even been in that world, if I'm honest. But I plan to do that in Where Do I Belong. I think we're gonna do it, and just so we can say we've done it, like when we did the Strangerville stream. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Brindleton Bay. I've been in Brindleton, sorting out that for the next episode, and then I'm gonna do probably Copperdale. Not sure about Newcrest, and I want to make San Myshuno completely different to Eve's save, to Iris's save. So I'll be putting some different lots in there for you guys to look at. So that's one thing that I've been doing. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm really going to have a go at a proper challenge. And I'm going to be doing this one. I'm going to be doing Whimsey. For those of you that are in my Discord, you saw when I put in the other day, this is my character. Her name is Molly Hughes. She's a banger. And right now she is in a lot in Willow Creek, because I'm really not sure whether I want to keep her here or not. So I have done Whimsy before, I'm not gonna lie. And I got to Gen 3 and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I couldn't gel with one of the gens. So that's where I'm hoping that you guys are going to help me kind of rewrite it, so it's going to feel easier for me to play. I'm just trying to find the challenge. Give me a second. It's here. So I have, as I say, I have done this once before, and I had a really, really lovely family. I was looking at them the other day in my screenshots. It was Rowan and Luciano were my founders, and Willow was Gen 2, and then her daughter, I can't even remember her name actually. I will go in and have another look. And I really, really loved it. I just got to Gen 3 and I just couldn't do it. Oh, Rocky, that's so I'm so pleased that you're ahead. But I loved everything about Gen 1 and Gen 2. And it's just Gen 3, I think, that we're gonna need to maybe not, I don't want to say rewrite because that sounds awful, but just make it a little bit more how I would play it. So this is the document. Let me see if I can. So this is where we'll be starting. For those of you who are not familiar with Whimsey, I know it's a really super popular one. So the story begins, as most stories do, with endurance. You're homeless. You've gone out in the world with nothing but a tent and a dream. As a child, you never had somewhere to call home. We're going to change that a bit because I do have a backstory for Molly. So we basically got to start from nothing, go down to 0. I have set that up, but as I say, I'm not sure. So it says we need to do the master maker. I'm going to have a go at this. Last time I tried this, it was like pulling teeth. It took so long to get like bits and pieces. I'm going to give it another shot. Loves Outdoors, Freegan. I've done that with Molly. So it does say, I think, build up your home. Yeah, this is where we see. So have at least 3 tattoos. I'm going to show you her in a minute because I love her so much. Rarely wear makeup. And it says here, start on an empty lot in Willow Creek or Winderberg. Now, I'm quite happy to do that. I don't really want to start in Winderberg because Iris and Nico are there at the moment. And I don't want to get it so that I'm fed up with one of the worlds. Willow Creek is okay, but I know some of you love Willow Creek, but I'm not sure. Will this be live or recorded? I think we might do a mixture of both. I'm quite happy to set up worlds and stuff with you, but I would like to record it. So it'll be more of a series, a long play series, I think. I haven't decided yet. So I don't know if I want to stay in Willow Creek. I haven't played in Willow Creek for quite a while, so it could be something we could think of, or I didn't know if, because this was written so long ago, I'm not sure if it's still going, if we choose another world. Yes, I think we can do any world we want, but I don't know kind of where. Now we're moving. I was speaking to Tovi about this week, and I was kind of saying I wouldn't mind starting off in a world that I've never really started in. And we did talk about Gibby, and we did talk about on Darien, maybe. But there needs to be like a place that we can proper set it up. I mean, it could even be somewhere like Moonwood Mill and I take out all of the vampires. It could be the New World on Darien is huge. We could maybe set ourselves up in a little corner of this world up here or something out of the way. I'm not sure. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do like a poll or maybe get some of your input on Discord so we can start strong. I'm not adverse to Willow Creek. Please don't think I am. I just don't know if it's for me. And it needs to be a suburban home. But again, I might change that because last time I did it in Winderberg. Ondarian is the royal pack, yeah. And I've not really been in that world. So Gen 1 is hang on, I get it open again. Gen 1 is we need to be give me a sec. So your story begins. So you're carefree, nature lover, naive dreamer. Some may call you a hippie, but you just call yourself happy. From the ground up, you create. You make candles, fabricate your own furniture, and search dumpsters to make it by day. Eventually, you will have a home of your own, built with your own two hands. A tiny home, but nonetheless, you've done it. You're free. Your dream is finally realized. You will start in this comfy, small, shoe-sized box home for the rest of your life, making a living by growing in your garden, raising your children, and selling things you make at local markets. It's a meager life, but it's everything you ever wanted. So we have to make a tiny home. So I'm envisioning a tiny home, and we have a lovely garden and all of that stuff. That's another good idea, or New Crest. The only reason I'm thinking of Ondarian is because I was thinking it might be quite fun to travel between the worlds, going to different marketplaces, because I know there is a marketplace in the Egyptian type world that's there. And I need trash. Yeah. To trash. Yeah, we need all of the stuff, which is why I'm not keen on the maker stuff. I'm willing to try anything. We can put most lots in anywhere. But let me show you Molly. So this is Molly. And as you can see, she has her tattoos. And I work super hard on her, actually. So I'm really quite pleased. No problem, Toby. I was just telling them about how I'm expanding out in Eastside to some other cities and how we're going to be starting doing the Whimsey challenge. I'm actually going to have a go at a proper challenge. So this is Molly. And, oh, music is off. Thank you. Back on. There we go. So I love her. I do. I spent a lot of time making her this week because I wanted it. If I'm going to start a challenge, it needs to be like 100% right. So this is her every day. I haven't done all of her outfits, but this is her every day. And what I did do is I wrote a backstory that's a bit different from what they say in Whimsey. So I will read that for you. I'm going to work, I think, with Red Rabbit and Toby, and I'm going to try it for my very first time to do an intro to this. But her backstory is Molly had known deep down that the house wouldn't last. Ever since her parents died, the walls had felt heavier, the rooms too quiet. At 18, she had traded school books for bills, grief for responsibility. Oh my God. She worked wherever she could, long shifts, short pay, constant exhaustion. But no matter how hard she tried, the numbers never quite added up. Each month chipped away at what little stability she had left. At first, she told herself it was temporary, that she needed time. Time ran out faster than she expected. The letters came in the envelopes, polite and unforgiving. Final notice. Oh, I can't read it. I'm going to put this in my Discord because I can't read it. I'm going to put this in my Discord now. Oh, that's so silly. Give me a second. There. Let me put that in the Discord while I compose myself. So it's in my Discord. Have a read. I'm fine. This is why I get too attached to my Sims. So it's in Sims chat, but that's her backstory. And I wanted it to be a bit different because I wanted her to like have come from hardship, and now we're feeling that freeness in her where she is actually looking forward to this and not something which is, it's sad, but and we do. I really want this one to work. I really do. So I want to make it so that we fall in love with it. And I know, as I say, a lot of you love Willow Creek. I know a lot of you do. But I don't feel that in Willow Creek. And I kind of pitched her here, and I thought this would be a good place because, you know, there's a garden here that she could maybe start, but then she can do that on her own place, and we can get all that stuff. But I'm unsure as to where to start with her, and I'd like for it to be, I don't know if I need something new, which is why I kind of said to Toby this week, it could be Gibby Point or it could be on Darien. I've never really played there. And I don't know. Let's have a look at Ondarian. That's Copper. Say hello to Copper. So you've got these 3 areas in Ondarian, and the only reason I'm thinking this is because of this Zanbira market. So we got like markets, and we got like 3 different areas that we can set up. Hey Copper, hey Copper. So I don't know about this, because I'm thinking when the challenge was written, these worlds weren't in here. And Rocky, if you're further on than me, do you actually come to some of these worlds later on? We can look in on Darien. We can actually go in. I think we did this briefly in one of my other streams before. But we can most surely go in. Let's look at the market. So not necessarily to kind of live here, and this is I don't know, I'm just completely unsure, which is why I kind of said to some people today, maybe we can come in and have a look and everyone can kind of say, but this is the first area of, not the new one, not so far anyway. So this is on Darien, so you have 3 distinct areas. I think it's super pretty here. I mean, look at this. And would she like do that? Would she like completely change where she lives? So this is very rich, but I'm thinking she could come over here for like the markets, and because this is the market to sell her stuff. And then we can maybe put in some, it's not gelling with me. The other place that I was thinking And I'm not sure still if I can get rid of all the werewolves with the Moonwood Hollow. Is it Moonwood Hollow? Moonwood Mill. I don't want to do Hanford on Bagley. Yeah. Moonwood Mill was somewhere I was thinking. A lot of people started in Evergreen Harbour because of obviously the recycling and the maker stuff, but I'm not doing that because Eve's there and I've just redid that. We've also got San Sequoia, which I've never really done anything in. We have got Gibby, as I say. I've never played in Gibby, but we're going there next. Yeah. Ravenwood, I've never played in Ravenwood, but I don't know what it is about that world. I just don't really gel with it. Does it rain a lot in Gibby? I've never... Because we could kind of set up... I can set up Gibby for Whimsy and then use it for... I mean, we need to look at what we can actually do here. This area looks nice over here. As I say, I've never really been in Gibby. Guys, tell me what there is to do in Gibby and what I can kind of set up. I'm quite happy to do Gibby. We go in there next with Raya, but we won't be staying there super long, I don't think. I don't want to do Glimmerbrook. Solani is another option. Everything can be kind of made, so I'm not doing Del Sol. Brindleton just feels a little bit... Everybody plays in Brindleton. And as I say, I'm here with Eve. With Iris, so I don't really want to do Windenburg. I probably would have started in Windenburg if I wasn't here with Iris. So let's do a poll. I think I'll do a poll. So we say Gibby. Chestnut Ridge is an option. I'm not sure if there's enough lots in Chestnut Ridge to do everything. That is an option, I guess. Gibby is, yeah, Gibby is right. So let's do a poll. So we say Gibby. I'm quite happy to overdo Moonwood Mill. We want somewhere, I think, outdoorsy. Glimmerbrook's not got enough lots, even if I get rid of the spellcasters. Brightchester the same. Mount Comarebi, I just don't really see that being an option. Henford, I just don't want to do. Even though she could run errands there, I guess. I haven't really actually started in Henford, so we'll put that on the list, and we can have one more option. What's the other option? Oasis? We've just been there though, haven't we, with Brand? That's another big one, though, I guess. And I don't really feel like, as much as I love you all, I really don't fancy giving up. Ravenwood. I've never played here. I think this bit puts me off, but this bit could be nice. This could be nice. We're not doing Tomarang because we've just been there. Poppadow, I don't think there is enough to do. And I'll be doing that with Eve. San Sequoia, that's the other one I was thinking of. Okay, let's put these up to a vote. And I can take a quick bathroom break. And we can just get some votes in. And then we'll have another look at Molly. Okay, I'm back. And I got a glass of wine. I feel so silly about getting upset about my... Do you have custom aspirations in your game? No, not really. I had them once. I had the... Oh God, is it the five? The 5 thing? And then I added some more. And then there was a game update and it broke my game. So yeah, I never put that back in. Yeah, I think I needed it after that. I do write these stories and I really want my characters sometimes to have backstories, but they actually make me... Gibby is winning. Okay. We'll give it a few more minutes and then... But we'll have another look at our girl. And I will say, for the first time today, Toby had mentioned this to me about going into Kaz and some of your skin details are missing. And I was like, what are you talking about? I've never had that before. And it actually happened to me for the very first time. So I don't know why it happens or what it is, but you like set your sim up to look all beautiful and then you go into Kaz and all of their skin details are gone. And I've had this twice with Molly. So if it happens again, I don't know why, because this is a brand new save file. So she is, let's go in. So yeah, she's a bit different to what I normally do. I'm not going to lie. I try to keep it because Eve is blonde. Rhea has got black hair. Iris has got brown hair. So red hair was probably the only one that I was missing. And Alice was my last redhead sim, which I did for the very first Where Do I Belong. So she is now grey. So this kind of felt like it fitted. That is probably a good idea. That could be what it is, Coco. I don't know if... Oh, I love that you're a redhead. It could be that because her tattoos kept disappearing as well. So these are her tattoos. And I love these. I just think I might change them. I don't know, but I just love them at the moment. So she's good like that. So she's got her tattoos. And then the only other outfit that I did was her hot weather because I wanted to show her tattoos when I did the screenshots for you. Yeah, I really, really love her. I think she's really different to my other Sims as well. And I try. Sometimes I think we've all got that same face kind of thing going on. But I just feel she's super different. She did start off with brown hair, but when I was kind of going through, I want them all to be a bit distinct from each other. And she is, I thought, rather than the master maker, because I don't know how I'm going to get on with that, as I said to you, she's a nature nomad, which I've never done. And I thought I might as well use Enchanted by Nature before it gives me hooves and I want to uninstall it again. So she loves the outdoors. She's a freegan. And you could pick this as a random one. So I just picked maker for now. I will have a go with the candles and stuff and the freelancing. But I would be more inclined to kind of let her grow stuff and we sell it that way. Not the hooves. The hooves are everywhere. And I tell you, if anything, any of you ask me to make you a sim, you can be guaranteed there will be hooves on there. Hooves are the banger. So I need to do some other outfits for her, but this is what she looks like straight away. And I think she's still got that child look because she is super young. So let's end the poll and see what we got. Oh, that was all pretty, but it's Gibby. Gibby point. The mole freckling details. Yeah, they're the things that keep coming off. I don't know if it was a glitch the other day. I don't know. But And also, you know, guys, how I love my default eyes. I really do. But I found some new ones. I think they're called Nymph Eyes by Sammy XOX. They are so beautiful, and there is like so many options. You can have like super realistic eyes, or you can have, just love them, new ones. These are the ones I had before. They are pretty the same, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a bit funny with my default eyes, but I'm loving them at the moment. But they are, she only recently brought them out, I think, or they only recently brought them out. They're called Nymph Eyes, I think. But that's who her freckles are on her cheeks as well. They have lovely details. So I will do some other kind of hairstyles and stuff. You know what I'm like. I like to make all of their outfits. Otter wearing hooves for Discord. Oh my goodness. Let's not. I don't think she's got, I haven't checked her other outfits actually. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I don't know where this come from, but this will change. I don't imagine her having a formal outfit though. I don't know what's going on here. Sleep. Oh, here we go. See? And you know I didn't put them on. You know I didn't. You know that they came from a randomization. If anybody finds a way of disabling these shoes, I will be eternally grateful. But you can see all our tattoos now. Proud of who's. Party is special. We got cat shoes for that. No, I didn't do a swimsuit either. Hot weather is the only one I did, just so I could show you guys her tattoos. So you said Gibby Point. So not gonna lie, I've never really been over there. So we're gonna, I think in my mind, set up, we will set up a kind of a recreation center where she can go and do some thingy. Sims 4 mod manager, baby girl. What, I can disable those hooves? Because I would love that. They're on every single thing. If you're new to the channel, you know. Oh, I went to the main menu. If you're new to the channel, yeah, they just always appear on all of my random Sims. They walk around the streets in them. I'm going to have a look at that. Because if I can disable those, I will be set. No, I hate them. Okay, we're going to do that. So, where would you, people who have loved Gibby, where would you start? I would like a pretty big lot for her, because I wanted to have like a nice garden. And I don't know about all of these these families that are here at the moment. I don't even know what they do. Where is kind of like the nicest kind of rural area that you would say? A gameplay for Enchanted by Nature, Red Rabbit. I did say as well, I'm going to do a giveaway on the channel soon for a Sims pack. I will do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do it. So as soon as I can figure out a way to do that, I will be doing that. What, this thing erupts? The Gibby. Oh, yeah, this is one of the packs that I kind of came in, did a summer camp with the kids, and never really came back here again. The fairy pack. No, well, the fairy pack might be good for Whimsey. So is this area nice? Because I'm quite happy to, you know, I love the Adam commune, but we can evict them. And I'm thinking maybe somewhere near water might be quite nice for her. So those of you that have played Gibby I want like a really big lot, because I really want to be able to plant. The Adventures pack is probably one of my favorites. Yeah. So I really want to be able to plant. I want her to have like a really big garden. We're going to have a tiny, tiny house. So I want her to have like a big outdoor space. So let's have a look at this lot up here. And we're going to completely transform Gibby if we come here. So I'm going to put in definitely 100% a recreation centre or a multi-purpose lot where we've got the stuff that we need for our makers things. So I can't even remember which area this is, but I mean, this could be an option. I wanted to have like a really big lot. It's quite close to the town there. See, there's a park there. That's it. This is the other lot I don't mind doing. Like a super big lot with a tiny house and a big garden. Maybe this outlet onto the river, but then I think, oh, this is kind of cool. But then this lot is kind of nice. That goes down to the water too. She could have her own kind of private place there. I don't know if this is something we can do. Hey Stetch, welcome in, welcome in. The first top left neighborhood is the prettiest. Let me have a look at that one, Toby. Sorry. First top left. This neighborhood over here, Toby. Well, we can go in here and have a look. Okay, let's have a look in here. We'll go to this residential lot and we can have a look in here. So you remembered what that one was like on the top right. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, I don't think we'd have this great big lot, but we can kick those other people out. Maybe put something really big there. Oh, this is quite pretty as well. We got all of the waterfalls. It's a bit more kind of foresty. I ideally want somewhere where she could go fishing, and so I think everything's kind of ticking the boxes. So this is the second area. Bit more forestry and rurally. Oh yeah, yellow duck, 100% I will. I think he's done a multi-purpose slot, has he not, for that other region we were just in? So this is the second area. We'll do a vote on this as well, because I really want this to be like a community thing where you all kind of feel attached. And I'm asking a bit too much that you might cry when we do something with Molly, because that's just me. But I'd like you all to feel like you're part of this. And this is the last area down here. This one's Jellyfish Junction. So this one that we looked at first is called, I can't see it with my G shader, with my chalked on. We'll have a look what that's called. I can probably look at that on the Notion. Hang on. And believe you me, guys, I'll be doing a Notion for this as well, because it's a lot. It's really involved, which I'll show you again in a minute. So this one is Crystal Valley. So the first one we looked at was Crystal Valley. This one is Wanderwood Wilds, was the second one we just looked at. And this one we're looking at now is Jellyfish Junction. There's not a free lot, so we'll just build here. Hi. Hi, Simsy love. Welcome in, welcome in. And this is the very last area, which to me looks a little bit more built up. Am I right? And this is the last area. So we'll do a little poll, I think, for that as well. Because as I say, I really want you to feel like you've had an input into this. I want this to be like a community kind of challenge, because I'm really going to need you when we get further into the challenge. Because as I say, there are a few things that I'm not sure about. So let me just put up a poll, another poll. So we said this was Crystal, what did I say? Crystal Valley. And as I say, I'm not going to stop doing any of my other things that we do. They're all still going to go ahead. I can tell you in Skylines, I have played off camera for quite a bit, and Iris is about ready to have the twins. So I will be doing a video of that soon, and Madeline is going to be a child. Okay, so let's start that poll so we can get that going. So choose from the 3 neighborhoods. And we'll have a look at the challenge so I can show you why I really want to have a go at this one again. So the way that this goes, so our goals and tasks is Molly needs to have at least 3 tattoos, which she does. Rarely wear makeup and dress as casually as possible at all times. Start on an empty lot in Willow Creek or Winterberg and reduce the money to 0. So we're going to be switching this out, but we're still going to start with 0. Can use any lot size so long as it becomes a tiny home later. So we can have it as big as we want if we want a, which I really want to do, the kind of the farming aspect of it. Give your sim a tent and a potty bush. I can do that. Use money cheats to set it to 0. Again, we'll do that. Be self-employed with the freelance simply crafted career. I will have a go. The tropical one was Wonderwood Wilds. Wonderwood's Wilds. So the very first one we looked at was Crystal Valley. The second one we went over and looked at was Wonderwood Wilds. And the very last one we looked at was Jellyfish Junction. So we need to foster a healthy garden on our lot, which I'm really looking forward to. We must build and live in a suburban type micro home for our entire life. We may upgrade to a tiny home upon aging into an adult. Your home should be filled with plants all over the place, everywhere, which I'm looking forward to. Find love while homeless and marry. Spouse may move in but cannot bring any money with them. So even if we meet someone, they need to move in, and we don't take any money when they move in. Your spouse may have a part-time job but not a full-time job or career. That's fine. Name all the children after nature. Must have at least one child but may have as many as you like. Master the fabrication, handiness and wellness skills, and complete the master maker aspiration. So I will have a go at this. As I say, last time I got a little bit bogged down with this. The bits and pieces thing just drove me insane. Let me just quickly as well change the stream title. Oh, I can't. I'll change it afterwards. And then succession. This is why I wanted to do this, because it is pretty tight on what you need to do. So heir selection. And the first time I read this, I was like, what does that mean? What is that? So it's the Gen 2 heir. What? I can say what that reminds me of. I know what that means. Should be the child with the highest relationship to the Gen 1 heir. When the Gen 1 heir ages into an elder. So we're going to be staying with our Gen 1 heir right until they're an elder. If it's a tie, the role of Gen 2 heir defaults to the oldest child between the tied heirs. So we're going to be staying with our Gen 1 until they're an elder, which I really love. Succession occurs the moment the Gen 1 heir becomes an elder, even if the Gen 2 heir is not yet a young adult. If not a young adult, they may remain in the childhood home until they age up. And then we have these endings here. So you tick all of these stuff off, and depending on what we accomplish in our Gen 1 sets up our Gen 2 heir. So if we do everything super well, our Gen heir starts off, they can take 15,000 and they get different traits. But if we fail and we don't have a very good time, then they leave with 10,000 and we get different traits and stuff. But that's way in the future. But this is why I wanted to have a go at this again. And as I say, I got right up to Gen 3 with this. And just so you're prepared at what I'm going to change. So Gen 2 is really lovely. You basically adopt your children and you stay single right until you're an elder. And if you use Lumpanoo's RPO, you can actually do it through the the adoption thing within RPO, and it's really, really nice because you actually end up with children and they can find their parents. You can either get your children from their foster system or from a private adoption. And when I did it the first time, one of my children was a child of the friars in tell them when they're teens that they're adopted. So this whole gen is about adopting children, which I think is really, really nice. And then this is the gen I don't want to do. So if you look at Gen 3, I'm not going to read it, but if you look at Gen 3, that's the one that I'm probably going to need a bit of help about rewriting. Okay, let's see where you guys decided. Wonderwood Wilds. So this one here. So where would you suggest? Do we put her down on the water? Or in this one? That one's a bit small because I want a really big garden. We could put her on the 64 by 64. Or there is a 40 by 40. So which one would you suggest? My view is we have like a tiny, tiny house. So I want to make the most of the outdoors, the outdoor space. We could go right up on, I mean, Toby, if you've done yellow duck lots, which we can either go on this one. Let's have a look at this one. From the geezer. I don't know what this geezer does. See, this will be interesting for me. I don't know what it does. Park for the 64 by 64. It's taken a while to load into this one. Is it because it's a custom venue? I have to get rid of these if it takes a while to log in. Does it normally take this long to log into custom venues? Well, the white flash normally means that. God, this takes ages. Is this normal for you guys? Okay. We're finally in here. So there is this one. This is kind of a nice one. Will this be affected by that geyser you guys are talking about? I think this is the youth camp or the kiddie camp. So I'm actually thinking about this lot actually. I can't at the moment because it's a custom lot. I'm going to change it into a residential as soon as I can. I get this with vacation rentals, sometimes custom lots. This has probably been the biggest load in for me, but it could be because we've been swishing about a lot of lots. We try clicking on it again. Gotta love Sims. This might be quite a nice lot where she could do some fishing, and then I'm thinking later on when the babies come, and we've got a family, you know, the water fun might be a good place. Okay, we can look around now. So that thing is over there that you guys are talking about. And I am kind of liking this lot for the reason that it's pretty secluded. There is a picnic table here, and there is a bathroom here, which is going to be super useful. She can bathe in the sea or without enchanted by nature thing. Is this where you set up, Toby, or did you go up to the smaller lot? I think this might be like a really good place. Because I don't know if I want like the youth camps and stuff here just yet. So this could be a really nice kind of lot. It seems to have everything. I'm going to change it into a residential. This will take a while as well. Okay, then I think we've set our minds here. So we'll get her a tent here. And then the next thing I'm going to ask you wonderful people to do is, if you find any Gibby Point lots, what I'm going to do is make a channel. I'm going to start making a channel for each of my series that I do. So we've got Skylines, which I'm not going to stop. I may play it a little bit more off camera. Again, because I think, I don't know, and I don't know if Toby and the others that do videos, trying to get a 30-minute video with that family is really becoming a struggle for me, because I feel like I'm going in. I like to kind of just watch them do their day, and I don't like to rush it or force things to happen in that save. So I'm chopping a lot of it out because I feel like it's a bit boring to try and get a 30-minute episode out for Skylines. So I don't know whether to kind of do just big life events. If you guys still want to see Skylines, I can maybe turn them into a bit of a long play. Eve will be staying 100%. That's a really super easy one for me to do, and I love it. We're still going to do Where Do I Belong? So it will be interesting because Rhea will be coming here. So I'd like to use the same lots for Rhea as we're going to use for Whimsy, so we can maybe get a feel. I think it'd be quite a nice link that Rhea's moving here next, so we can maybe get the lots in for Gibby Point. And then it'll feel a little bit more familiar to us, I think, for when we start Whimsy here. I want to take a little bit of time to set Whimsy up properly. But I think this is a good choice from all of you, because we can double fold it with Where Do I Belong and then setting up for Whimsy. So if you see any lots that you think would be perfect for here, then drop them in. And then we've got Beginner's Drama, which we're definitely going to do. I know we're moving into Gen 2 of that, and you guys have done this whole backstory for me, which I love. We're changing up Beginner's Drama 2. I think we're going to be notorious for the channel that changes all the challenges, but I'm super looking forward to that. But I don't want to rush you all to feel like you need to get it done. So we could maybe take a little break in Beginner's Drama, so that you guys can get what you want done, finished and perfectly finished, and be happy with it and not rush in to do your Sims. I know a few of you are having a few problems at the moment with your CC and your games, so I don't want to feel like you're pressured to do it, or you're going to miss out in maybe contributing to that stream, because I think most of us here, we all love Beginner's Drama, and I think that's where I found a lot of you, and Lily's quite special to us as well. So when I finish the stream tonight, I'll set up a new category in the Discord, and we'll put all of our Let's Plays or our series in there, and then that'll keep us up to date with what's going on in each one. And it'll also give us like a place where we can drop in builds and stuff that you think. I am more inclined to stay here. I think this would be a really lovely lot to just, I'm going to bulldoze it. You have to start with nothing. You can start on any size lot that you want to, but you have to put a tent and a potty bush in and take it down to 0. So I will be starting with nothing. But if any of you have watched my other streams before, I do get my world completely set up before I start playing. I don't mess around with, I'm going to bulldoze the terrain as well, because I think this will go, yeah, perfect. So this will be our lot. The only thing I might do is put in some trees, some debug trees, but we'll put her potty bush and her tent in here, and this will be our lot that we're going to play in. And And as I say, I quite like this lot because there's like this table here and there's a toilet there, and she can bathe in the waters around it. And I'm just kind of envisioning that we're going to have this tiny little house here, and it's just going to be full on. I'm going to really do it so that we have like full on farmland around her, and we'll make a lot of space, a lot of use out of our outside areas. Do you guys know what the weather's like here? In fact, while we're here, let's put in a tent. And we can move her over here. Mixed weather, but not too bad. Perfect. Have you played over here, Coco? Summer. Yeah, I think I started the game in spring. And I will have a look at Yellow Duck because I do like their lots. They got a lot of nice multifunction lots. Also, another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, if you are playing Windenburg, Katzar has got a really nice group of multifunction lots. I will take you and show you that before we go. You don't play, you watch. No problem, Stetch. It would be quite nice for everyone to kind of see this world. I think Red Rabbit said she wants to see this. She wants to see this world. I think Hex wanted to see this world as well. So we'll kind of be exploring it together. And I think it'll be really nice because you've seen how quickly we move on in Where Do I Belong. So it'll be nice, I think, for Raya to come over here as well. She might even, I don't want to put her in the same save, but we will get her a tent. Resistance tent? I think not. I think I had this tent before. I like the orange one. So I think we'll put her tent here. And we can have a potty bush as well. But I don't really want a potty bush, if I'm going to be honest, because we have a toilet just up there. But what I might do is just fill this lot up with some debug trees. And then I think it'd be quite a nice idea if we like take the trees down to make places for her to make a garden. We're going to have a tiny home, so I think most of it will be outdoor space, and I think this is a really nice lot. And I don't want to call this Camp Gibby Gibby. I don't know what the original name of the lot is, but we'll call it Whimsey for now. So this is where we will be living. I'm definitely going to go in a deep dive and have a look at all the different lots for here. I think Toby said that Yellow Duck has done some. I think I put in the first world from Yellow Duck, and that was a multifunction lot, and I absolutely loved it. But we are going to have to put in lots that have got like places for her to go dumpster dive in and stuff. I think, is it this lot, this big one up here, Toby, that was it this one? But I'll be getting rid of all the custom lots. I'll be getting rid of all of those. But I'm looking forward to this now. Good call, guys, for Gibby Gibby. Gibby Gibby Gibby. Gibby boy. Do you know what this is, guys? This is going to be a banger. But let me show you just before I go. Thank you. And I'll set the Discord up. I'm just going to quickly show you these Catsar lots because I really want, you know how we all love a multifunction lot. I'm probably going to end the stream after we've done this because it'll be like 3 hours, but I will show you these lots. If any of you are planning on going to Windenburg, I don't know if they've just been uploaded or, but I tried them out today. So there's these lots up here. So Catsar has done these. He's done, I think I should say they have done a complete revamp of Windenburg. If any of you are in Windenburg, Rocky, I know you are at the moment. But there is a little vet clinic here, and initially I was a bit worried because I thought, I like the bar there, but let me just take you in. This one is absolutely beautiful, and they've actually done like a church for one of the lots here as well. I haven't put them all in, but I just wanted to show you guys quickly before we go. They're a wonderful builder. And if you're trying to keep the feel of all of the worlds, then they are just perfect builds. So this one is, I think it's a nightclub. Yeah, it is. But it's Catsar. I'll show you quickly. But what I'm going to say to you is, those of you that watch me will know why I love these so much, and I'm hoping that you'll all be able to see, like me, what you will actually be able to do with these builds. Let me find them. Actually, I'm following them, so just bear with me, guys. The newest. If you see it, I would say shout, but by the time you shout, I'll have gone past it. I was even tempted, Rocky, and you know how I've set up my Windenburg for Iris and Nico here, Catsar. I was even tempted to change some builds out. So it's this creator here, Catsar. There is, you know how I got with Oasis Springs, where I could just fill the whole place with NS Productions? I could do exactly the same with Catsar. I've had them in my following for a while, but never looked. So this is the first build, and it is a nightclub. Just look how gorgeous this is. It's absolutely stunning. But it gets better. So you guys will know what I'm thinking as soon as you see this. So up here, you've got this outdoor, you've got this thing up here. So this is a bar. This is the upstairs of the bar. And then downstairs is a regular bar with a little outside space here with these beautiful lights. Over here is like a cookware shop. And then in this one is a thrifty bobber. So it's like a clothes shop you could turn this into with like 2 separate dressing rooms here. It's got this beautiful like alley here through to the garden out the back, where you could put in a performer. Think of this as a multifunction lot. Just amazing. You could put something else in here, a little shop in here. And then there is a flower shop here. Absolutely stunning. And they all match. And then over here, I changed this one a little bit because I made it into a bookstore. But this is a restaurant and this is a bar. And then this one, I'm going to take you into this one if you want to see, of course. I don't want to bore you. I just found these today and I just adore them. And if you all know what I'm like with multifunction lots, where I can think of all the possibilities. So this Old Platts Bistro is another one. I might actually do a you know, I did the lots I used to make Willow Creek Come Alive. I might do it with these Cat's Eye builds because they are so clever. And then this one again just looks visually stunning from the outside. I love how it kind of goes into this second street over here. And then you got room upstairs for apartments and stuff if you want. I wouldn't probably, but this again is a bar. And it's actually a restaurant, sorry. This end one is a restaurant. And then in the middle you have like a bistro bar, which is absolutely beautiful. And then here they've set it up as like a beauty salon. Oh, I didn't show you the other thing in that lot. I'll show you in a minute. So this is the kitchen. But it's like a ton of different it's like a ton of different bars and restaurants in all of these lots. And then I don't know, there's nothing downstairs. I'll just go back into the other lot and show you. So that's the second lot. And you can set these all up. What was out the back here? Hang on, did I show you that? Oh, this is the laundrette. Look, the laundrette out the back here. I just think it's just so clever. I'm in awe. So I might do that must have lots in Windenburg video soon, because now I've found these are all just so perfect for everything that we've been talking about in all of my videos and streams about doing multi-function lots. You can have one of them or you can have all of them. Let's just go back into this one because I want to show you what's hidden. So I forgot to show you here. I think it's this lot actually. There's an underground nightclub. Look at this. How perfect is this? So this is part of that lot I showed you before. So you've got the bar, flower shop. I mean, you can change these. But there's like an underground nightclub as well. I will be adding dumpsters, I think, to all the community lots once we start playing with Molly, definitely. And then this last one, I think I changed this one a little bit. But you can just think of all the possibilities when we're talking about multifunction lots, and I'm really super tempted to do it in Iris and Nico save because I love the flexibility of these lots. So this is the very last lot in this section that he's got here, and they put apartments upstairs, and then downstairs it's more of a kind of a, I don't know, a dinery kind of vibe. And then there is like another restaurant here, but think you can switch these all out into different shops. And then here I started turning this one into a bookshop with Valia's stuff. that you could make this anything that you wanted. So yeah, super great lots. And he's got I shouldn't keep saying he, I do apologize. They have got a massive collection of Windenburg lots. So I don't know if they've just got to Windenburg. Let me show you. Okay. So there's Healthy Paws, which is the vet clinic, which would be great. I was thinking of you as soon as I saw it, Rocky. I thought that would be really good for Rocky to have a vet clinic in Windenburg. They've got the Dresden Botanical Garden, which is that big 64 by 64 lot. They've kind of turned it into a botanical garden, which is another really cool idea. The Winden Church, which sits right in the center of Windenburg, to have all your functions at. Another beautiful lot. And then there's a few residentials which I didn't look at, but they've got the Harbour Court Gym. They've changed, and these were the ones that I was showing you earlier. But yeah, super good lots. Yeah, they've got, it's really lovely, and I love the way that they've made this. I was also thinking when I came in here the other day, if you're playing this period, this Tudor period in your Ultimate Decade save, think of all the little shops that you could put in here as well. It would be so good. Butchers, a blacksmith, a wash house. Would be really good. I like the way that they kept them super, like they fit in to the neighborhood. But yeah, guys, that's been 3 hours. So if you do want to join the Discord, I can see Toby has just linked that in the chat. We would love to have you over there. It's super small, but it's super cozy, and everybody is really sweet. I will keep working on Whimsey. I'm gonna have a look at Discord tonight and sort those channels out so that we can have a space for each series that we're playing, that if you've got any questions about or you want to ask anything, you can do it all in one place. But it's been lovely to have you here, and I hope that you are gonna follow along. All the tears there, and the snacks. Make some snacks. And again, don't feel rushed to sort out beginner's drama, because we can have a little break in that while we set up Gen 2. I want it to be right before we start streaming that again. But thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Love it. And yeah, definitely, I will stream again this weekend. Maybe we can have a little chat about that as well and figure out what you want to see. I'm happy to do setting up Whimsey. I'm happy to do anything. So we'll talk about that in Discord, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for being here. It means a lot. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye.